It's finally time for the SpongeBob 2.0 tier list. And look at this. We have a brand new setup. Wow. And look, SpongeBob's actually here. So yeah, I figured we're gonna do the updated list. The last one had, quite a few comments, just a few. And I took that input into consideration, and we're gonna update it right now. Alright, so we're gonna start here with SpongeBob. So last time I said SpongeBob would kill me, I would die. And the reasoning for that was that he's so, difficult to injure. He's so sturdy. He's spongy. He's too spongy. But I was focusing on that too much. We gotta remember that SpongeBob can't even lift stuffed animals. Like, he's not going to take a lot of damage, but he's also not going to deal a lot of damage. So that kind of puts him on the even fight. Kind of agree with that. I think he's an even fight kind of guy. Next is Squilliam. Squilliam Fancy Son. I said last time that Squilliam would whoop me. And you know what? I'm still there. I remember the scene where Squidward saw him in his underwear. And he's jacked. There's no way. There's no way I'm taking Squilliam. To this day, I still agree that Squilliam takes me. Mrs.Puff. So, I said I'd take Mrs. Puff to the kitchen and whoop her. And, I got a little heated in the comments. People weren't that happy about Mrs. Puff getting the I whoop. And I understand, because not only is she a hardened criminal, she's been to jail, she's been through it, she's been through the system, but they think that she might have killed her husband. So maybe Mrs. Puff deserves a little more credit. I'm going to put her in the even fight just because we don't know if that's true. But I'm going to take her out of the eye whoop and, put a little respect on Mrs. Puff's name. Mr. Chocolate himself. This was another talking point. Fact that this guy was able to push SpongeBob and Patrick over with just his voice. He kind of boostro-dahs them. Yeah, that's fair. I put him in the I whoop, but now I think I put him in the even fight. I think he also deserves a little more respect. Oh, Squidward. Well, I agree still that Squidward, he's like Squilliam. He's gonna be able to beat me. He's gonna pin me down with those 6'8" arms, but Squidward's still gonna. Do you see that face? He has no remorse. He's gonna take me out. He's gonna take me out. He's gonna play his clarinet after and be super happy with himself. He would not care. Our boy over here, last time I let him convince me. That was a load of barnacles that I could beat him up. You know what? No, not this time. Not this time. I'm whooping you. You are an average fish. You aren't getting anywhere. We got our old man Jenkins here. Old man Jenkins, I said that he could shapeshift, right? Last time I said old man Jenkins can shapeshift, and that made him an even fight. I'm going to take that back. I have not seen him until he proves to us that he can become anything but an old man. He's still an old man, and I'm taking him to the whoop.
Oh, pardon me, young lady.
I'm whooping old man Jenkins. I'm going to say it here. Old man Jenkins considered him whooped. Dirty Bubble, still a free win. One sharp object, he's done. He's dead. Sandy Cheeks. So, I put Sandy in the she would whoop me tier before, and people were like, "Are you kidding me? You just know how strong Sandy is? You remember that scene where she pulls up her glove and she's jacked? Don't even let me get started on the hibernation episode. If Sandy's in hibernation form, you know what? She gets it. It's December. She's in hibernation form right now. She's gonna take me. She's gonna take me out." Look at that smile right there. Behind that, some cold blood killer eyes. Man Ray. Alright, so I said I'd whoop Man Ray because I know he's ticklish and he doesn't even have a head anymore. Which both those statements are still true. And people were like, well, he's got gadgets and stuff that could take you out. I don't care. If I had weapons too, I could take him out. I'm talking a fist to fist. He ain't got a head. I'm taking him. I'm still whooping Man Ray. All day, every day, Man Ray's done. Patrick. So, I put Patrick in the I would whoop tier. In the he would whoop me. And people were talking about Patrick's super strength, how he was one of the only people that was able to damage SpongeBob. And I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, I guess he would have the power to do me in. Except, you gotta think, Patrick, he's not very bright. He's not very smart. SpongeBob was able to convince Patrick to beat himself up. You know what? I'm gonna put Patrick in I'm gonna whoop him because I'm gonna convince him. I'm gonna convince this guy to whoop himself. Yeah, Patrick lovers, I'm sorry. His stupidity is his downfall, and I'm gonna stick by that. I put Mermaid and Barnacle Boy together this time. I put them in the I would whoop them tier because they're just old men. They've lost their superpowers. They can't do it anymore, and I'm gonna stand by that. I think Mermaid and Barnacle Boy are washed up. Back in the day, they would destroy me. They have superpowers. Nothing I can do. Gary. I put Gary in the free win. I mean, there are episodes like when he gets the splinter in him and he goes crazy, bites SpongeBob and all that. But Gary, man, on a normal day, I'm taking Gary. I'm gonna knock him in. He's gonna be done. We know Gary's a stamina type creature. In the race episode, I forget what the name of it, the one where SpongeBob's trying to beat Squidward's snail, Gary gets so wore out, he blows a gasket, he pops his shell, so we know that if we wear Gary out, we can take him. Plus he's a snail, so like, we can run away from him, and we can tire him out and beat him in the stamina war. Plankton. So Plankton, Sheldon, J. Plankton, he went to college.
I went to college!
He went to college, that's for sure. But if I meet him on the street, he's not beating me. He's just not. There's no world where I don't just step on Plankton and he doesn't just lose right there. But if he gets that time, you know, if I tell him, hey, meet me here, we're gonna fight, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna beat me up. I'm done. But meeting on the street, fighting Plankton, that's it. He's donezo. He's donezo. Bubble Bass, I don't think anything changed. In my opinion on Bubble Bass has not changed. Pearl, she's a whale. How am I supposed to beat a whale? She's whooping me. She's gonna whoop me. That's just how it is. Let's get into some of these new characters right here. The Flying Dutchman. Yeah, he's a ghost. He's a immortal entity. No, I don't think I can beat the Flying Dutchman. He can breathe fire. He has this big ghost ship that he can use. And there's a scene where he does this really messed up thing. I'll roll it. No, I don't think I'm beating Flying Dutchman. Oh, you already know if I breathe on this man, he's gonna be like, yeah, no, he ain't got a shot. Oh, Louis is his name? He works at the Bargain Mart? You know, he looks like he's easy to beat. But if you look at that episode, what Louis's been dealing with SpongeBob his whole life, I feel like Louis is ready to snap, man. I think Louis got some pent-up anger. And he's gonna take me. He's gonna absolutely take me. King Neptune, I'm still dead. He's a god. I'm not taking him. He can make portals with his hands. No, don't think so. Don't think I could. Larry the Lobster. People got upset saying that I'd say Larry was an even fight, and I looked into it. Yeah, Larry lifted 2 things of bleachers with his arms on two sides. He was lifting it, doing some weights on it. No. I think you're all right. I think, yeah, Larry does take me. And finally, the man himself, Mr.Krabs, what brought the most hate in the comment sections. People fought for Mr.Krabs, Iron Abs Krabs, that he did not deserve to be in the I would whoop tier. The overwhelming support for Mr.Krabs. And there you go. He's in the he would whoop me tier. I don't think Mr.Krabs would kill me, but he sure would whoop me. And yeah, that's the definitive SpongeBob who I could beat in a fight tier list. I'll show the previous tier list right here and compare it to this one that we just made. I hope you really like this video, and see ya. Yeah, but realistically, guys, come on, they're all kind of a free win because they're super small. I could just step on them, right?